Hey, 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 this your girl Keyna J, and welcome to the Keyna J Show, where we tell it like it is. Exactly, tell it like it is. Today, I got an awesome guest by the name of Clinton Lewis, and we're going to be talking about the DHS, the Department of Human Services that's here in Philadelphia, and how it has been causing havoc on so many families. And also, we're going to have a little couple of videos in between the inserts. You know, this week was Martin Luther King's birthday, and you know, our last subject of them all, who our new president is. Donald Trump! But we're not going to get into all that right now. What I want you guys to do, sit back, relax, keep your eyes on the TV, and keep your eyes on Keyna J. And welcome to the Keyna J Show, where we tell it like it is. Hey, 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 welcome back to the Keyna J Show, where we tell it like it is. And as I said to you before, I have a good friend of mine by the name of Clinton Lewis, and he is here today to talk about the Department of Human Services, which is called DHS here in Philadelphia, and how it's affected him and so many other families. Clinton, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we can get started, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
Well, I was born in Jamaica, but I grew up in New York. I came here when I was 15, and I moved to Philadelphia about 21 years ago.
All right. So in that time, I know about your story. You had your children, and you told me that they were in New York, right?
Yes, they was in New York, yeah.
Okay.
Long Island, New York.
Wow. And then at some time, basically something took place where, like you said, somebody came and took your kids.
Yeah.
Like, give me a little bit of information, like what actually happened.
Well, my son was sick, and they were at my mother's house. The DHS worker took them up to my mother's house in New York.
Wow.
And asked my family to bring them back, and they all hold on to my children, saying that I didn't have nowhere to live since 2009. I've been fighting to get my children out of foster care since 2009.
And in your fight, what type of things have you had to do to try to even get a step closer to getting this situation resolved?
Well, I went to various people like the commissioner, DHS. I went to the mayor. I went to the Governor Wolf, and you know, I wrote a letter to the President of the United States.
Wow. Wow. And in all your efforts, was there any response from anyone, any assistance from anyone? Like, was there any, did you get any help? Did anybody try to take a look in to see what was really going on in your case?
Basically, I got some response from the governor, and I got some response from city council, like Councilman Curtis Jones. He did some help.
Okay.
And Derek Green also, he did a big help, tremendous help to me.
Okay, great. So just to get a little bit more detail, so basically you got this case going on, you've been fighting for 7 years, right? Am I correct?
Yes,
About
definitely.
7 years. So now after all those 7 years, where are you at now? Where are you guys at with this situation now?
So far I won my case 2 years ago, and the children were supposed to return home to me.
Wow.
And they keep pushing the case back because the judge keep listening to the nonsense. You know, they carry on with a lot of foolishness.
Wow.
And you know, also it's an ongoing thing with them. The longer they keep the children in the system, they gather more money.
Wow. So I didn't mean to interrupt you. One question I want to ask you, because I know whenever you have like a situation like this, dealing with the government, there's always information that's been pushed under the rug and something comes out. Somebody gets in trouble, you find out somebody's had something to do with blocking this. So in this whole 7-year trial that you've been going through, has there been anybody brought to justice? Like, have you gotten any kind of justice in this situation?
The justice I got is, they beat me up in court, broke my shoulder. And I got some people in trouble. I got a worker locked up. I got a commissioner removed. No, I got some of the company that contract with them, I got them right now about to lose their license. I got DHS license taken away. So now it's a problem now because they're working without a license, still taking people children off the street.
Wow, wow, y'all heard it first here. Well, also I heard I did a little research, and I heard that you guys have a documentary on this.
Yeah, I did a documentary called Chances.
Chances.
Yeah, another one called Think Twice coming out, and
Okay.
we also, did some other things where we was trying to push this further to aware people about the foster care system. It's not too great because they bury their misdeed, go unpunished,
Wow.
and they do a lot of illegal stuff in that department. So these people is not some good people to deal with because they're making a lot of money off of these children.
Wow.
So
In what ways do you think they're making money off these children?
well, once they take your children, if your children have a sickness,
Yes.
the child is a contender for making more money for them to get more money to the foster system.
So you mean like disability checks?
Yeah, they get
Social
disability.
security checks and
They-
stuff like that.
If my child have a parvovirus disease where it's a dog disease, but he all right, and they was paying like $2,000 to the foster mother just to keep him through the system every month.
Wow.
Which if your child is not sick, they get like $600-700 a month for that other child. So they go after mostly sick child or child with like dependency, ADHD. They put them on medication. The ADHD, it's a big business. It's a $20 billion a year industry.
Wow. And it's sad that the people that are being affected by this are the families, and most of all, the children, because they have no idea what's going on. And I want to tell you, I had an opportunity to meet you, and I met your two sons, and they looked like they were perfectly fine. They looked happy, and it was awesome. Well, let me ask you a question. Your documentary. Tell my audience everywhere where we can actually find this at.
Well, it was online. I had to remove it because there was some controversy where they was talking, oh, I was exploiting the children then.
Wow.
And I had to move it because of that.
Okay, I understand.
But I just want a lot of families to be aware about that foster care system because they are very corrupted, and I wouldn't advise nobody children to get involved with them because they don't care about these children. They're not in for the best interest of the child or the children. All of they're about is getting a paycheck and go home at the end of the day.
Well, I tell you what, I want to present a poem to you, to my audience, that goes with this documentary that they have, and it's called Think Twice. If you ever get a chance, make sure you go on YouTube and you can possibly pull up the Think Twice. But this poem, and you mind if I read it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. It says, DHS, DHS, DHS. Oh, DHS. Think twice. Think twice. Think twice. Your methods for the past couple of decades have not been so nice. Your human service operation has cost many families a hefty burden of a traumatic life. Oh, DHS, DHS, think twice. Get up, stand up for your rights. One morning I woke up and I thought I was dead, but it was a streak of bad news that I received instead. I had to wipe the tears from my eyes and painfully scratch my head. DHS has kidnapped my children I biologically bred. However, that was nothing compared to the things that will now be said. A strong fight for 7 years I've led. But it was the recent advice about the IRS that helped to crumble me. That someone was filing taxes for my boys who are in foster care custody. And then there was a phone message that someone had left saying that I should drop my charges against DHS or else. And I should also mention the internal DHS worker that gave me a tip that the way DHS is handling my children is not legit. How can you legalize a child to be dependent on his or her own just so you can have 18 years of their life in a foster care home? DHS, DHS, oh, DHS, You have to start thinking twice. For the past decades, your human services haven't been so nice. And I'm going to stop right there. I want to tell you, Mr. Lewis, this has been a pleasure. On behalf of the Philly Streets Talk team, on behalf of the Keyna J Show, we want to tell you we support you, and we definitely support the children out here. Do you have any information where we can, like, find out how to get in contact with you, or if we need to go to their website that we can, that people can reach out, that you can try to get more support and more help?
Yeah, just go. I have a website, Evelyn Bethel 706 at yahoo.com.
Okay.
That's my website, Evelyn Bethel 706 at yahoo.com.
Okay.
And you
can contact
me. Contact me right there. It's a lot of information I could give.
All right.
Trust me, because these people, they need to be exposed, and people to know. Most of these families, the only crime some of them commit is being poor. They cannot fight them.
Right.
And we have to learn to stand up, stick together, and fight for our rights.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Well, this is your first time on my show.
Thank
so
you.
every guest that comes on here, we have to go out with the thing, okay? So this is your girl, Keyna J, where
Thank
we
you.
what? Tell it like it is. Hey, welcome back. It's your girl, Keyna J, where we tell it like it is. Man, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You know this week was Martin Luther King's birthday, and I hope y'all enjoyed that little video I did for y'all. And then, of course, gotta give a congratulations to our new president, Donald Trump. Don't want to say too much about it, but he's our president, so I pray that he does a good job. And also, my sweetheart, my guest I had tonight, Mr. Clinton Lewis, who spoke to us about the Department of Human Services. I hope that you guys got a lot of information. So for all you parents out there, for anybody who has children, hey, make sure you be on top of that. Be on top of your game. Because there's people out here, they're preying, not only preying on your children through, sex molestation or any of those type of things, but they want that money. And they'll come after your kids too. So I want to tell you guys, make sure you take care of yourselves, make sure you love each other, and make sure you tell it like it is. And catch me next week, Keyna J on the Keyna J Show. Peace.